Aside from today's Shriners visit, last night the Notre Dame and Hawaii players got to let loose and kick back. It was luau night. Players from both teams getting up on stage and dancing the hula. Lots of fun for all, ending a week's worth for the Hawaii Bowl participants. But the playtime is over. All the trimmings are complete and it's time to play ball. There are no secrets as to what each team would put on the field tomorrow afternoon, but both teams feel they've got an idea on how to offset what the other team will throw at them.
I mean, I know watching them on film defensively, you know, they're right up there with the Cincinnatis, you know, maybe a little almost to Florida's level. So we're going to have our hands full with them, but, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun to get out there and play against a team like Notre Dame.
What they've been able to do with their offense now is when you take the superstar quarterback out of the mix, and I think that everyone on their offense has kind of picked up the slack. You know, where now they've become where they're not afraid to hand the ball off on a zone read play, and they seem like they have a nice little package, and they're going to spread you out, and they're going to play in space, and defensively, they don't try to trick you on defense.
It serves, you know, many purposes. You know, us on a personal level winning our last game, the seniors winning their last game, and, you know, sending the guys into the next year on the right track.
It's going to be great because, you know, we feel comfortable and confident in our abilities. Also, you know, the whole nation's going to be, you know, watching this game, and, you know, it's going to be fun. It's all about business, and, you know, the fun part is actually winning.
Irish trying to end a bowl game losing streak of 9 straight. Hawaii looking to win its 4th straight Hawaii Bowl, and there are still tickets available for the game, but not much. As of late this afternoon, the record number of tickets issued went up to nearly 45,000. Kickoff tomorrow, 3 p.m. in Halava.
Another group of deserving children received early Christmas presents from some football players. Girls and boys recovering at Shriners Hospital for Children, treated to holiday cheer by UH and Notre Dame football players. The athletes will face off in tomorrow's Hawaii Bowl, but today they join forces to brighten the holidays for the Keiki.
It feels great. Not only do we help the kids, but kids help us, you know, just to see their resilience and them fighting through injuries and things like that. It makes us want to push that much harder when we face adversity.
The teams handed out souvenirs and signed autographs. Shriners provides orthopedic care and rehabilitation to children at no cost to the patient and their families. And kickoff for the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl, 3:05 Christmas Eve. Aloha Stadium traffic will be congested. Alternative parking sites will be located at Radford High School, Cam Drive-In, and Leeward Community College. Stadium parking will be open at 11 a.m. except for the lower Halava lot, which opens at 10 a.m. Roughly 45,000 tickets have been sold for the game.
Press conferences and photo ops now out of the way. It comes down to football. Tomorrow afternoon, the University of Hawaii hits the field with the Fighting Irish and Notre Dame in the 7th annual Sheraton Hawaii Bowl at Aloha Stadium. Now, UH has a lot riding on their 14th game of the year. A victory will give the Warriors a winning season in what would be Hawaii's 8th plus 500 mark in 10 years. And according to players and coaches, the X factor lies in 35 Warriors seniors playing on their home turf before their home crowd for the final time.
Man, I don't know, for a bowl game, everybody just kind of steps up their game to where everything's on the line. I mean, everybody plays with a lot more enthusiasm, a bigger sense of urgency.
Definitely excited. It's like camp, ready to go and kick some Irish butt.
All of our players know everything we have on the line. We're in front of our, you know, we're in front of our people. This is our home, and you know, winning this game is very important to us.
I'm just going to go out there and play the best game of my college career and show what it means to be a Warrior, like I know the rest of our team is going to do.
On the other sideline, Fighting Irish looking to snap an NCAA record 9 bowl game losing streak, having not won in the postseason in 15 years. Golden Domers feel defense will be the key, going up against the high-risk, high-reward aerial attack of the Warriors.
Well, you got to pursue the football. You got to be relentless in pursuit. You got to gang tackle, and everybody's got to make a play when they got to. You know, I mean, we're gonna have opportunities to make plays, and you know, we just got to be focused and you know, relax at the same time to be able to make the plays when they arise, and to capitalize.
We are now less than 24 hours away. Notre Dame listed as 2-point favorites, leading the all-time series 2-0. Less than 5,000 tickets remain, already breaking the Hawaii Bowl attendance record of 43,000 set in 2006. Kickoff set for 3 in the afternoon at Aloha Stadium. Now, Notre Dame will be playing under offensive coordinator Mike Haywood for the final time tomorrow. Former Irish player has accepted a 5-year contract to take over as head coach for Miami of Ohio, announced today by his agent. Haywood becomes the 6th African-American head coach in FBS college football.
Decent weather for the Aloha Bowl, although there's a chance for hours overall. Tomorrow will be much like today, and that means sunblock instead of ponchos. We'll take a closer look at the incoming wet weather in a little bit.
Thanks a lot, Guy. 44,300 tickets have been sold, and parking will be tight for tomorrow's Hawaii Bowl bout between Hawaii and Notre Dame. Here's what drivers need to know. The Salt Lake gate to the lower parking lot will be first to open at 10 tomorrow morning. 1,500 cars can fit there. All other gates and alternate parking at Cam Drive-In, Leeward Community College, and Radford High School open at 11. Ford Island opens at 11:30, and kickoff is at 3.
That's the pregame face-off that happened last night for the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. The Fighting Irish were chanting their fight song, Notre Dame Victory March, and the Warriors responded with a ha'a. Tomorrow they meet up for the 3rd time in school history. All week it's been said the Irish bring a program of mystique, while the Warriors represent a program on the rise.
You know, so much of their offense was just dependent on Colt, you know, and the past. You know, what they've been able to do with their offense now is when you take the superstar quarterback out of the mix, and I think that everyone on their offense has kind of picked up the slack. You know, where now they've become where they're not afraid to hand the ball off on a zone read play, and you know, I think that offensively they seem like they have a nice little package, and they're going to spread you out, and they're going to play in space. And it's a fast track over at this stadium here. It's a field turf, but it's a very low field turf, and it's a very fast track, and I think that it plays into their players.
You know, at the end of the day, it's still another football team. You know, they put their pants on one leg at a time like we do. Coach Mack says it all the time. It's just guys in a different colored jersey, and you know, that's really all it is. And you know, all the hype and all that is it's just hype. So you still got to go out and play the game, and I mean, that's why you play it. And so, you know, we're going to have to go out and play, and they're going to have to play, and see what happens.
Here's a deeper look into the stats. Notre Dame scores an average of nearly 23 points a game. Rushing average about 113.4. They pass more with nearly 231 yards per game. Defensively, Notre Dame has 18 sacks on the season and allows for about 22 points. Coming up.
Well, it's a tale of two teams for Notre Dame. They're trying to win their first bowl game in 10 appearances. For the University of Hawaii, they're looking to finish the season with their 4th win in 5 games. And as Jason Tang explains, it's also a chance for the seniors to end their college careers with a win.
When the 2008 Sheraton Hawaii Bowl kicks off on Wednesday, it'll be the only college football game on TV. For some Warriors, it's also the last time they'll play for the state of Hawaii.
It's something to play on national TV every so often, but this one's special. And man, I'm getting excited right here, right now, ready to go.
This year's team is different than teams of recent years. However, just because there's no Colt Brennan leading the charge, it doesn't mean the Warriors are a pushover.
When you take the superstar quarterback out of the mix, and I think that everyone on their offense has kind of picked up the slack.
This year, the Warriors won their first ever road game against a ranked opponent when they beat then 22nd ranked Fresno State in overtime. But they also know not to look past a Fighting Irish team who comes in with a 500 record.
Their size is a big thing. On their offensive line, they got big guys who can cover blocks and protect their passers. I mean, we've seen big guys before, but these guys are big, athletic, they're a total package.
A win on Wednesday will do more than provide a great Christmas for all of Hawaii. It'll also bode well for the future of the program.
I know we're going to play hard. It's our last game for our seniors, and it's going to be a good setup game for the 09 season.
In Manoa, Jason Tang, K5 News.
Now, besides getting the win, Hawaii head coach Greg McMackin told me the game is also important for recruiting. Kickoff is set for 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Now, today in San